guys. It's 14 degrees out today. As you can see, we got roughly an inch and a half of snow, so not a whole bunch, but we have a lot of ice hanging from the trees today, so it's pretty cold out here. We're going to pack up, start making our way down to camp, and first thing we're going to do is get a fire going. So I hope you all enjoy the video. A lot of work, burning a lot of calories out here, but helps you stay warm. I say the three things about firewood: you get warm when you go to find it, you get warm when you're cutting it, you get warm when you're burning it. So we're definitely staying warm today, other than our hands and toes, but it's a good day other than that. Still got a lot to do. So finally got our fire going, making some lunch right now. We're just going to do some hot dogs, and then we've got some trail mix that we're going to eat with it, and then after that we're going to start working on setting up our tarp shelters for tonight, and then probably build the firewall here soon. Got to cut a lot more firewood. This isn't going to be enough for the night by far, so got a long way to go. Gavin's already wasted one hot dog.
I said it was coming off.
That boy. I had some chicken bouillon cubes. Gavin had some hot chocolate. So what we're going to do to wash them out, so we don't have to use the water that we brought with us and waste it to wash these out, just scoop some snow up, bring it over here. We're going to boil this snow, and then I've got a Scotch-Brite pad, and we'll clean it out with that. But that's what we're going to do to clean it. That way later on it's cleaned out, not all crusty and stuff. So we're going to start working on setting up our tents. I'm going to make Gavin a little teepee right here with his tarp. And then I think I'm going to make a lean-to between these two trees right here. And then have like an open face. That way I can get some heat from the fire. Gavin wants a teepee, he thinks that's cooler. But we're going to kind of play around with it and see what we come up with. And hopefully we build something that'll keep us warm tonight.
I'm going to put some... Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
Gotta remember, even though it's cold outside, you still have to stay hydrated, whether it's beer or water. I choose beer. Gavin's ate probably, I don't know, 5 buckets of snow today. So he's plenty hydrated. So what I've got going on right now is I'm out of breath, for one. For two, when you cut wood, you always want to cut wood against something versus cutting it straight on the ground. You could potentially dull your blade, hit a rock in the ground, or you could, hit your foot when you're chopping down on it. So right now I'm using my Silky Gomboy saw, splitting this last piece of wood up, and then literally this wood is so frozen, there's just ice all over it. So I've got it on the outside of the fire, trying to get the ice off of it, de-thaw it out, and then that way later on tonight I can just throw it right there on the fire, and it's already, de-thawed and warmed up, and it's already going a little bit too, so I don't have to do a lot to it. Then over here we brought some big pieces of wood down from up at camp, which camp's about a half-mile away. Walking in snow feels like a mile, so it's a big trek going up there. But I'm splitting the wood into smaller pieces. I'm going to use, well, I say smaller pieces, but I'm going to use this thicker stuff for at night. That way, hopefully every hour or two, I'm not waking up having to put more wood on the fire. But man, it's a pretty day out here. Right now, got smoke in my eyes. But what we've got set up is Gavin, he's got a teepee, and he did a good job. The door's on the back side of it, but he likes it that way. As soon as he gets out, he goes sledding right down the hill. And now I've got this little lean-to. I think at night, when it's time to go to bed, I'm gonna pop this down and stake it to the ground, and then just leave the front open. That way I still get some heat, but I kind of close the ends off a little bit. We still have to move the tarp into the tarp tent, and then get our sleeping pads, sleeping bags, and all that type of stuff out. But I think Gavin's going to go for a little hike. What I'm going to start doing is building a fire reflector. That way push some of the heat towards us. So all I'm doing right now is trying to get this somewhat pointed. That way when I go to drive it in the ground, it goes a little bit easier. Here's what I've got so far. There we go. Now I'll go cut at least enough logs for right now for up to here, but I don't know. It's 5:15, starting to get dark. See what we get done, but I'd like to at least try and get some more wood on that reflector right there. Right now, it's 5:42 at night. We stopped on the reflector. We had to make some modifications to Gavin's teepee. We kind of fell down when we put the cot in there, but my socks are just soaked right now, so I'm trying to dry these out. I'm going to switch. I've got another pair I'm going to put on because these socks right here are just drenched. And then we're going to start our stakes here pretty soon, but I got 4 logs on the fire reflector. I probably need a good 3 or 4 more trees before it's done. And again, it's 5:45 at night. I'm getting tired. I'm getting hungry. I'd rather just sit out here and enjoy the camp now and just relax the rest of the night. So here in a minute, got our fire going pretty good. We're gonna let it die down a little bit, pull some coals to the side, and then set up our grill grate and get our steaks and stuff going. So. Woo! It's hot. We're getting ready to have some dinner here soon. I've got Marley's food, and I've got some ripped up chicken breasts in there for him. We've got 3 steaks for me and Gavin, and then I've got some steak seasoning that I'm going to put on it. Some roasted chicken flavored rice. Steaks are on. Marinated them in Worcestershire sauce and a little bit of soy sauce just to give it some more flavor. Now I'm putting some steak seasoning on. Woo! That is hot, hot, hot. Those coals are steaming. Alright, so we got our food going. Kind of hard to see. Got our steak. Not very good at this. Go ahead and get you a piece, Gav. Try it out. That's
Pretty
it.
good.
We're not going to video much right now. I'm starving. So we just did a quick modification to Gavin's tarp. We opened up the front a little bit. I closed mine off in the corner, and then we opened the front of his up. That way he's got some heat from the fire going towards him. So hopefully that'll help him stay warm. Well, sitting here thinking, we got a lot to learn still. This is first time that Gavin or I have ever came out cold weather camping like this, and I feel like we've done pretty good for the day. Got a lot of improvements to make, but pretty happy with how we've done so far. By no means are we novice, experienced campers. We're just starting out with this type of weather stuff, so bear with us, and we'll continue to learn, and hopefully our videos will get more educational and showing different things. But also it's kind of hard. We're not used to this cold weather type stuff, so it's kind of hard to video a lot of stuff versus just hurrying up and getting stuff done so we can stay warm and get what we need to done. So bear with us, and I think we're going to call it a night here pretty soon, and then get up and do some eggs and bacon in the morning. Well, we tried. It's 7 degrees outside. We just got back in the car. We just don't have the gear for this type of weather, but we tried. So maybe next time, next weekend I think we're coming. It's supposed to be in the 40s and 50s, so that's how fast things change around here. But 7 degrees, not gonna be able to do it. Hope y'all enjoyed the video, what we did of it. We still didn't do our breakfast, but too cold. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. Thank you all.